Hey there, it is time to talk about name change transition stuff. Um, so this is probably the most complicated part because there are a lot of different documents that you're going to need, a lot of different places you're going to need to file this information and report this information. But there are also a lot of resources online that you can check to make sure that you have everything you need and that are going to guide you through this process. So, if you go and check on our website, please check under the legal resources page, and you will find different links to both Maryland government websites as well as some trans organization websites that have been put together to explain this process to you, which include checklists, the forms you'll need, etc. So I would highly recommend that you go and check those websites out, but I would also still like to make a video to add kind of a human touch to this, just so that you don't get kind of lost in the legalese and just the overwhelmingness of it. I would suggest that if it's getting too stressful for you, you reach out to people you know who have gone through this, or you can do something a little more official, like go to a name change clinic. Whitman Walker has been putting on a great one for years that is run by lawyers and other legal experts that will explain this process for you, provide you with the forms, and help you fill them out, which is great and super helpful. Um, so I can't recommend that enough. But if you are not local to DC, then please do at least check out the sites that we have linked so that you can see this in a more concrete overview checklist kind of format. That's going to help you a lot. Um, but my human touch part of it is that I just want to explain kind of what the process is going to be like. Essentially, you're going to first file for a petition to change your name. You're going to do that in your district court. So that is whatever court is the center of your county. And you can look that information up online. um, what you're going to need to do is bring two documents. I don't want to get into the specifics there because you can check our websites to see what you're going to need to bring, and make sure that you've filled out everything you needed to fill out ahead of time, and that you've brought all the documents that you're required to bring. Change of name, you probably need the least amount of legal proof kind of documents. You just need to fill out the two forms, bring some form of payment. I was able to pay with credit card. You might want to bring a check, um, and you'll need to have a proof of your identity, which can be as simple as just your current driver's license, your birth certificate, your social security card, anything that has your current legal name on it, so that you can prove that you're not just changing some random person's name, and that you are who you say you are. So you'll fill that out. You'll pay them the money. You will select which newspaper that your name will be printed in. And I'll pause there for a second just to explain that a little bit. The second form that you'll fill out is a notice of name change, where you will just write what your name's being changed to, and it pretty much is the text that's going to be published in the paper of announcing that your name is changed. This is a law that doesn't exist everywhere, but it doesn't exist in Maryland. And the historical reason behind it is that people have changed their names to escape conviction for crimes they've committed, or have changed their name to avoid debtors and to get out of their credit card debts and etc. Um, or just other kind of more nefarious purposes, not the purposes that we're using the change of name for. Um, so that's why the process exists. And you'll pick what paper gets published in. What I did is I picked the cheapest and the least distributed paper that I could find, and I chose that paper. They sent me a clipping in the mail, and that is all I ever had to do about it. Um, yeah, so I would suggest maybe doing a little research in the newspapers that are offered by your district court and seeing which is the least renowned. You probably don't want to pick Washington Post, partially because it's very expensive to get your name change published there, and why would you want more people to see it? So you'll bring that form, and that will also be associated with the payment. There will also be a payment for the change of name. You can fill out a waiver for that, which is something that you can do if you go to the name change clinic offered by Whitman Walker or various other organizations. They can help you fill that information out and get together all the stuff you need to prove that you don't have the means to change your name. Yeah, so that's essentially what you need for getting the petition of name change started. And from there, you're gonna just wait for your official notice to come in the mail, and you'll get to move on to all of those other fun and exciting places that you will change your name at. So I will explain those briefly in the next video. Thank you.